not? Why not? Golly, I tell you what. All right, there we go. Grrrrr. Oh, man, I hurt my... Greetings, everyone. Greetings, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. Bear here, 29-year veteran of the woods, and today, holy cow, we've got a action-packed show for you here today. I tell you what, I started to do some stuff, and, we were trying to get all show prepped and everything, and, of course, everything starts coming in at that point. Okay, all right, let's change it up and everything. Let's change it up here. I actually had kind of a pretty cool, had some, try to go back to some of the fun sort of news stories out there and everything. Let me try and put this over there so we can see it. I actually had one, it was pretty funny. It was talking about, let me just get it up real quick here. Texas congressman candidate accused of faking his accent. Oh, I wanted to read that one. It was going to be good, but holy cow, we've got all sorts of stuff here. Bear was trying to do his doing his show prep here. Try to get it started a little bit early. Try and give you guys maybe I forget what it was this time. Maybe about a 45-minute kind of heads up and everything. Hey, we're going to be starting, finish your meal, go do whatever you got to do, and come back at 8 o'clock. We're going to be here doing it live. But, oh, of course, I'm not even showing it on OBS because that's how it goes down, because that's how you do it. Anyways, there was the article there, but holy cow. I think I pretty well started it like real quick all of a sudden. And, oh man, I tell you what, all of a sudden get a little thing from, get a little email here. So let me just kind of, I think I got this. So let me, put this in the chat real quick. I had that one. Let me do that in the chat. There it goes. And, this is news. Actually, I thought it was kind of funny, but, we've got so many things to talk about here today. Good old Marco for Anthony. Got so many things to talk about here today, so we're just gonna put that on the slide. Maybe do that another time. I actually had another one here real quick. You see all the tabs that I got going on here. Holy cow. We had that one. I actually wanted to do something. It was kind of a, he was talking about the humor in Marvel movies and everything. Pretty good stuff. Freddie Dubois, pretty good writer and everything. So I'll copy that and put that in the chat if people want to check that out. But you know what? Holy cow. Bear was saying here that, starting to do a little show prep and everything. And man, oh man, I tell you what, he gets sidetracked by all this stuff. Wait, let me see. Here we go. There we are. Look at there. I mean, I go maybe 2 minutes. I'm starting to do some show prep and everything, kind of trying to get everything organized and all this stuff. Boom, there we go. Red Rooster update. Holy cow. I tell you what, I mean, Mitch must have been there at the keyboard, and all of a sudden, Bear's thing pops up. Oh my God, we got to get something out real quick. So, he kind of throws something out there. Of course, the Bear compels him to, the power of Bear compels you. I don't know. Can we do that during Holy Week? I'm not sure if we can do that during Holy Week. But anyways, all of a sudden gets this thing from Red Rooster. So we're going to go ahead and, actually, what we're going to do today is a little bit of a, we got a whole bunch of stuff here, so let's see. What do we have? We have GunShip Thunder Punch 2. I'm gonna be talking about that just a little bit, and some of the comics that Bear is kind of waiting on here. Let's see what else. Monster MD, still waiting on Monster MD. I don't know how. Marco, or no, who was it? Who was it that got it? I think it was P Money that got his. How that Canadian got his, I don't know. DragonGuard and some other stuff that's going to be coming out. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. And then, of course, oh my gosh, we're going to finish up our story today. Finally conclude the It Can't Happen Here series. So be sure to check that out. Hang on for that. But we're going to do some comic-related stuff first. Red Rooster, Golden Age team has just posted a fulfillment update number 1. Greetings, backers. We've been working daily at our fulfillment center to get the Red Rooster Golden Age package into your hands as quickly as possible. We wanted to give you all a fulfillment status update so we could stay abreast of our progress. We signed over 2,000 books. Wow, that's a lot. Over 900 orders boxed and are ready to ship. 400 orders have been labeled and are entered into the postal system, where I'm sure they'll be promptly lost by our postal men. They gotta go out there in the woods and everything. Might run into some animals. You never know. You never know. Let's see, where was he? Blah, 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 blah. Postal system. 85 head sketches having been completed, and we have over 3,200 orders to fulfill in total. Holy cow, it's a huge job, but we've made a large dent in it. Well, I mean, it's about a year and a half too late, but that's okay. That's all right. We put a lot of love, care, and craftsmanship into making this an unforgettable package. And can I say unforgettable? Forgettable package. And we appreciate all the enthusiastic responses we've been getting from our customers from beginning to end. I'm sure there have been some enthusiastic responses there. Red Rooster Golden Age is our greatest and most uncompromising work, as well as a labor of love, or a love letter to the incredible fans that have helped us turn this crazy dream into a reality. So there we are. For all the naysayers out there, there's a whole bunch of books, maybe possibly getting to you, hopefully within the next 6 months or so. We'll check that out. Let's see. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. That's all I know. In maple syrup land. That's all that I know about Oh Canada. Oh my, we're actually getting our chicken books. Well, I don't know. It's on a shelf somewhere in Arkansas, I would imagine. Somewhere floating out there in the ether somewhere. But yeah, there we are. Finally getting it. Although, let's see, he had 3,200 orders. So hopefully that's gonna get out. Hopefully I think he got a fulfillment company to do this, but still, that's a lot of work. Because the UPS is the greatest, not becoming true the more I say it. No. I tell you what, sometimes I don't know about the postman. Let's see, where's P Money to sing it for us? Yes, we should have. Where is that crazy Canadian at? I don't know where P Money is, but he would do a better job about singing the Canadian anthem than Bear would. But yes, okay, so that's not the only one. Look at all these tabs. I've got so many open. We've got so many to go through here. Just kind of update what we've got. We're still waiting for a bunch of books. That's kind of one of the things that Bear's been doing, kind of doing some of the live show stuff. Early on we were kind of doing kind of head-to-head stuff, which was pretty cool. Kind of late last year, that sort of stuff. We were putting up some of the good books, kind of going head-to-head. See which one was the best and everything, but been in kind of a drought here lately. I mean, oh man, I haven't, let's see, I think the last book that Bear got was, I think it was USA Assassin #2. It's been a little bit. I think I got, was that back in December, I think? Maybe January sometime. So it's been a little bit. Yes, it has. Fulfillment, that thing that worries me about some of these campaigns that are coming due. Yeah. So, well, I mean, that's kind of the thing with being a sole proprietor, I suppose, is, you gotta wear a lot of hats. Bear doesn't know much about wearing hats, but, I'm sure the people that do wear hats, that gets a little complicated. All right, let's see. Did I want to go down? Let's see. I'm just gonna kind of pick randomly here. So let's see the next one here. Let's see. We have GunShip Thunder Punch. So GunShip Thunder Punch. Actually, one of Bear's favorite books of last year was GunShip Thunder Punch from Brian Shearer. Some really good stuff. Look forward to kind of seeing what was going on in the next book here. Well, here we are. It's live on Indiegogo. Book 2 of GunShip Thunder Punch is live on Indiegogo, and this one comes. I don't understand what this is. This one comes with an original synthwave album. So I suppose it's some sort of electronic album that, I don't know what's going on with the synthwave. Is it going to be in a CD or is it going to be an MP3? Oh, I hope it's vinyl. Please be vinyl or maybe an 8-track. I would like to see an 8-track of Thunder Punch. Synthwave. I really don't know what that is, but hey, do check that out. I mean, the comic alone is pretty good here. So, GunShip Thunder Punch 2. Brian Shearer. It's out now. I think he's up past 10K if I'm not mistaken. So he was doing really well. Had a really good launch and everything. So yeah, it's good to see how he's doing there. All right, let's see. Which is why I'm not backing any more books until I start getting the first few. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, that's kind of what we're kind of talking about a little bit here today, because everybody's kind of fulfilling here. So let's kind of go down the list here. Let's see. Is one of your tabs a developing PR disaster waiting to happen involving a ninja cryptid? What? Huh? No, I don't know. I don't know what that means. All right. We've got Shi Hikiro, and this is posted by Deborah Tucci. Stretch goals are being packaged and fulfillment begins next week. I can't actually wait for Shi. That's actually going to be a really good book. I think Bear it was kind of a mix-up the last time with, it's Bear's fault. Nothing wrong with them. Bear's fault, he kind of got a mix-up, so all he got was I say all he got. Bear got the original Shi here with a sketch cover. So Bear hasn't even read Shi just yet. I mean, I'm afraid to open it up or anything like that. I think I need to finally get into checking out Shi. Excuse me, that might be a review that Bear could do, especially right before we get into the Shi II packaging and everything. All right, let's see here. I hope those are. I believe these are Deborah's legs. I don't know if they're Billy's legs or not. All right. Let's see. Shi Hikiro Indiegogo soars. Holy cow, past. Or toward, excuse me, $147,000. And I never understood the CrowdAct surveys. Apparently, you could add on stuff with it, and it helps them out just a little bit. But I don't know. I don't know they had like surveys on there and everything. I didn't understand that. But Tucci Trooper, I hope this Friday. This is last week. I hope this Friday finds you well. We're busy here at Crusade Comics. As fulfillment begins this week, we've already packaged up over 400 stretch goal bonus packs. And it shows, I guess this is the, yeah, there it is. It looks pretty cool. All right, we've got another 2,200 packs to go, but I have a team of fulfillment masters coming over this weekend, and we'll be finishing those up by Monday. We are still waiting on the ship day, and he says he hopes it's April 5th for our books from the printer, but we're notified that they are working ahead of schedule, so hopefully sooner than that. I just can't wait to hold Shi Hikiro in my hands. Neither can Bear and his bear claws. Finally. Actually, I haven't read the first one, so I don't know. Don't know if it's any good, but Billy, Zombie Samba was pretty good, so I would go out on a limb and say Shi is pretty good as well. This campaign continues strongly, and our Indiegogo in demand is nearing $147,000. I don't know how to express my gratitude for all your amazing support. We're planning to close out the campaign in the next month so we can focus on fulfillment. So if you haven't checked out Shi, you should probably go ahead and do that. We know that we couldn't have done any of this without you, of course. And your faith means the world to me. Yes. So some good stuff. That's actually kind of I think Billy, what number was this? I don't want to go all the way up because it might dox me, but I think Billy Tucci has the world record of Indiegogo updates on his campaign. I think this is like 147th update or something like that. So, but every time he would do it, they would always have like one of these stretch goals that was coming in. So, man, oh man, we were gonna get packed with stretch goals and cards and stickers and all sorts of stuff from the Shi campaign. I mean, the last campaign was loaded as well, so I'm pretty sure this is going to be loaded. I don't know. Is that a hockey puck at the very end of the table? I'm not sure. I know. I'm sorry, Billy, about your Islanders this year. Not doing the best, but hey, that's all right. That's what happens. All right, CrowdOx. I don't know about that. That was kind of weird. But anyways, it shows the books all. Well, I don't know the books, but I guess the prints and all the goodies that he was showing out here on the table are all packed up and just waiting on the book to come in. So let's see. He's talking about Shakira. Oh, that would be cool if they had Shakira in there. The third book there, which he's already started on, and he's going to be doing commissions as well. So if you're looking for Shi, hopefully it'll be coming out. Like Bear said, a lot of this stuff was going to be coming out the next probably 3 or 4 months. So it's kind of a stretch there for a while. I think kind of between December and now. It's been pretty light. So I think we're gonna pick up here pretty quickly here. So all right, let's go. We go to the one that Bear's still waiting on. Talking about Monster MD. Oh, I'm ignoring the chat here. 1 second. Let's see. LOL. Yes. A cryptid is an animal whose existence is unsubstantiated, like a Sasquatch. Well, ninjas are, I guess, I don't know if they're unsubstantiated or not. Okay, didn't back Shi. Not really interested, but looks good. Actually, from just some of the prints that Bear got, it was really good. Really good campaign. He really filled it out and everything. Billy does a really good job. He got Zombie Sama a while back. Got a hardcover there. That was pretty good. So looking forward to Shi II here. Let's see. Fulfillment masters equals children who I was thinking that. I didn't want to say it. But yes, I was thinking it. All right, Monster MD. From Von Klaus. Whoa, halfway there. I'm still waiting. Bear's still waiting. All right. Greetings, friends. We're a little over halfway done with shipping. Don't worry if you... And I kind of like how they do this, where they send you a tracking number, letting you know that the books come in. It helps out Bear. He gets to wait out there by the mailbox, waiting for the postman to come up, so it doesn't miss out. That's pretty good. All right. In other news, we're very close to 95K. I wouldn't mind that. He's trying to get to 100K, but it's been a super successful book, and he's happy. Thanks for your support in making this happen. Reviews have been coming in so far, and they've had a lot of similar comments. Monster MD is best bang for your buck. Pro art and colors and lettering. Well, definitely lettering. Best writing. Best quality printing. Best new comic on the indie scene. They want more. Well, we will see. We will see Von Klaus when Bear reviews Monster MD when actually he gets his copy in. So we'll see. But looking forward. I forget how many pages it is, but I remember it was quite a bit. So looking forward to it. He says, you're fiend in comics funster. Yes, indeed. All right, let's see. That's what used to happen when we visited the grandparents when we were young. Kids are around. Put them to work. Yes, indeed. That's okay. Shinobi Sasquatch. Oh, yeah. I didn't get the, Bear didn't get the Shinobi Sasquatch. The Shinobi Bigfoot. Yes. But looking forward to it. Yes. Well, Mark, you can look forward to Bear's review when it finally comes in. Bear will check that out. All right, the next one here. Kevin Sharp with DragonGuard. And he says he's checking in with the art. Hey, DragonGuard fans. Okay. Kevin, this is not a very good sentence. I wanted to send my apologies for the later update than usual. Some of you followers know I recently got the vid vaccine and got hit pretty hard for a couple weeks by the side effects. Well, that's why, do what you need to do. Anyways, we roll on. The last 14 pages of inks of the book. I just wanted to post a few more color pages by Alonso. I'm really excited for you to see it coming together, and we'll have another update coming soon, along with a lettered preview. He's got a couple of stuff here. Got a couple of things here as well on the DragonGuard. Oh, wow, look at there. DragonGuard. There we go. DragonGuard. I tell you what, he's got the abs have abs. I mean, holy cow. That dude's you're looking jacked, baby. You're looking jacked there. Anyway, some good stuff. Some great artwork from Kevin Shaw. Actually, I think this might be a little controversial here, but I would like to see this maybe in kind of a black and white version. Not that the colors are bad or anything like that, but I think the art, I mean, just the pencils and the ink just kind of stands out kind of on its own and everything here. So hopefully maybe kind of DragonGuard 2 or something like that. Maybe I don't know, maybe there is a black and white edition. Bear needs to check that out, but if he doesn't have one, I would like to see this. I'd like to see this in kind of in a black and white version. There he goes. He's like, Grrrr. That's kind of what Bear looks like when he's waking up in the morning. Yeah, he's just kind of like, Grrrr. All right. Let's see. I'd need someone to quality control these updates beforehand. Yes, indeed. Yes. Yes. All right. And he says muscles. Let's see. We mentioned having a second campaign with black and white. Oh, okay. All right. Cool. I hope he does that. Because, I mean, Kevin does some great work. I don't think the colors distract or anything like that, but I would just kind of like to see that. I think that would be pretty cool. It would be cool by Bear. Let's see. I think he's going to go after that. Oh, yeah, okay. He should. He should. As he should. As he should. Let's see. Closing in CyberFrog II, Wrecked Planet, from Uncle E here. Hello, my incredibly awesome frog-tastic Wrecked Planet backers. We're finally bringing an end to the funding period for CyberFrog II, Wrecked Planet. On April 1st, this campaign will close, and you'll no longer be able to pre-order. Really? Because I remember CyberFrog, the original one, kind of was in it was in demand for a long time. So it's kind of surprising that they're closing it out. I would think that they would still be in demand, but I don't know. It's been amazing, and we've broken so many records, but it's time to close it out. About 2/3 the way through Wrecked Planet, and working hard to complete it. All of the variant covers are completed. The PVC, I don't understand the PVC toys. The Heartsick Horror is about 75% complete. I guess that's a side book there. Salamandroid Death Stings, I suppose another Ashcan side book, is about 25% complete. Salamandroid Color Design, Ultimate Blood Honey, and Amphibionics 2 are finished and are being prepared for printing. The wall calendar is at the printer, and the honeycomb magnetic boxes are being redesigned to be thicker and to be able to hold more books, and it will be manufactured shortly. Those actually kind of look neat. Bear didn't actually get the boxes, but that actually was kind of an interesting thing that they did there. We'll be shipping and fulfilling by the summer, and it's like, oh, hold on, let's underline this here. Holy cow! All right, Uncle E, this is the official Bear holding Uncle E's feet to the fire here. We will be shipping and fulfilling this summer, and it's likely that we'll be finished fulfillment by September. So August 31st, or 30th, whatever it is, we should see CyberFrog in Bear's claws, because last time, holy cow, what a cluster, you know what. Bear waited and waited and waited some more. Oh man, people were, oh, look at my CyberFrog book, it's great. Well, guess what? Bear didn't get his book. You know, the whole Ashcan situation there. Oh, what a mess. I think it was, like 6 or 8 months after everybody else got their books. Bear finally got his. So Bear's going to be holding Uncle E to the fire on this one. Going to be fulfilling this summer and finished by September. Let's see, I will update you with boring news about printing as the news comes in. Well, that's kind of important. This is an enormous undertaking. I'm grateful for the many backers who made this possible. And he says it's a final call, so get it on in there for the CyberFrog campaign. There we are. This is kind of another thing where, let's see, who is it? Critter. Critter was doing the colors. I think Critter does an amazing job, but, it's kind of another one where it might be kind of interesting, kind of just have a black and white version of it. It'd be kind of cool. Let's see. Probably we'll sell CyberFrog 2 again if CyberFrog 3 comes along. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but it'd probably be a different cover or something like that. Let's see. Not too distant future. It was a gigantic cluster. You better believe it. Consider Starblades is supposedly to be fulfilling under his label art at the same time. I think that's a good idea for Kyle. Because again, kind of the what I call it, the sole proprietor. You're kind of doing, unless you've got the slave children to be able to help you out and everything. You're trying to do everything. So it might be a little bit hard. So having that sort of infrastructure in place where you can kind of, okay, let me just kind of concentrate on the art and kind of pass off some of the, kind of the boring kind of, even Uncle E calls it kind of boring shipping details and everything. So I think that was kind of a good move. The other thing, Kyle kind of had God, how many covers did he have? I think he had more covers than pages in the book there, because there was a lot. There was a lot of covers that he did. So trying to get all that stuff sorted out and everything, that was going to be quite an issue. Quite an issue. Let's see. Thing that could throw a monkey wrench. Yes, it could. Yeah, trying to do two at the same time. Yes. Well, anyways, we'll see. We will see if it finally comes out. I'm going to going to be questioning that. I don't know if it's going to be out by September. So we'll see. We'll see. Especially if it's like 2/3 the way through. So you still had to do the colors and you know maybe printing issues. I don't know where this is going to be printed. Hopefully it's in the U.S. Hopefully, you know what, that could be the one thing where Bear's waiting on his books, and it's probably like a Monster MD or something like that. I think it was stuck on that ship that was in the Suez Canal. You know, they needed to be able to make some spare weight, lighten it up a little bit. So they just tossed off the box with Bear's books in there to, be able to float the dang ship and get it out of the way there because it's blocking the dang thing. How did that happen? I don't know how that happened. That was just the weirdest thing. The weirdest thing in the world. So that's probably where Bear's comics are. Some beach in Egypt somewhere, just kind of washed ashore, forgotten about. I tell you. All right. Great news from Eric Ninotowski. Yes, indeed. Talking about Shadow Sentry. Centurions? Let's get ready to rumble. The books are in. I had a delivery today, and the wait is over, finally. Finally, the wait is over. So excited to let everyone know that I have the books and can finally begin fulfillment. Oh, you guys have been so understanding, so patient, and overwhelmingly amazing. Thank you. You're welcome. I understand. I'm going to be signing books and getting things moving along as fast as I can and getting the books packed and shipped. I'll send out updates to everyone when things start hitting the mail. I was about to say something else. Start hitting the mail, so when you know when to keep an eye out for your mailbox. In the meantime, and he's talking about a variant cover by Matt Costin. Well, I don't know if that's a very good variant cover there, Matt Costin. No hook, keep trying. Well, I suppose that's an okay cover. I think Costin can do better. I think he could do better, but oh, there it is. Oh, those are just the boxes. Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. A nice little cover there from Matt Costin. There we are. Pretty cool. Actually, kind of looks like the old man's kind of using his rifle as like a crutch or like a cane or something. Kind of weird. That's a long rifle. Yes, indeed. All right. So there we go. Shadow Sentry. There's your books. Finally in, and he's about ready to rumble and get ready for fulfillment. So there we go. Finally, some good news there. Actually, some great news. All right, where am I? Where's my mouse? There it is. Come on, dang you. And finally, oh man, how many of these did I do? Whew. Expendables. There we are. Expendables, go to hell. End of March update. And this is from your boy, Zach. That's right, Richard C. Meyer. Hi, everyone. This month I cleaned out a room to use as a warehouse and designed and ordered the remaining items for this campaign. Ooh, because I think after this 499 is going to be doing. Oh boy, I can't wait for that. Yes, Mux. Matt's box drawings are so lifelike. Yes, indeed. So it's actually pretty good drawing there. All right. Hi, everyone. This month, I've received the t-shirts, stickers, and unit patches already. The dog tags arrive next week. I had to pull fulfillment back in-house after Fulfillment Center that I had been using on all previous campaigns for the past 2 years had a 20% failure rate. Holy cow. I've done more fulfillment, I have done fulfillment before, and with a dedicated workspace, I should be able to ship more packages per day than I did the last time I did fulfillment in-house. So there we are. There's the patches. That's pretty cool. Well, I don't know. I've seen better patches, but that's okay. It's an okay patch. There we are. There's Sly. There's Sly in hell. He says, "I'm going to hell. Bring it on." That's actually, I kind of like that t-shirt. Bear wishes he would have gotten one of those t-shirts. That actually looks pretty cool. But there we are. Finally gonna see, hopefully, something out of the Expendables. Hopefully we're gonna finally be able to do something about that. Yes. All right. Holy cow. Well, that was all the books that Bear was going to be talking about here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and finally 8. From Red Rooster here. Finally gonna maybe maybe be able to get the books. God, I hope that's not a shelf at Walmart. Oh, Lord. Anyways, let's see. Did I back this? Let's see. Bear's books are under the sea with Sebastian. Yes, unfortunately. Yes, unfortunately. I don't know which one you backed, but hopefully if you did, you're gonna be able to get it soon. All right, let's see. All right. Oh, okay. Real quick, kind of a quick update to kind of show you guys what I'm gonna be doing here. We'll get to the story here in just 1 second, but one of the things that Bear was going to be doing was kind of breaking it off into kind of its own little video and everything. And the original idea behind it was just kind of cut it up, take out a lot of the, the ums and the ers and the side jaunts that Bear likes to go on and everything. Became this whole kind of shebang here. So this is actually the second volume. Bear recorded, first started recording this on the second volume, so he's got to go back and find the first volume and everything. But going to be trying to do kind of a, the best way I can describe it is maybe an animatic, I suppose, of the story. So we've got a bunch of, went back to the archives and everything and found a whole bunch of these photos here and everything. So we've got a bunch of brand new stuff to show you guys. So, before we kind of tried to do a little bit of the, and we're going to try and do it today, I hope, but try and show some of the stuff from the past and everything and kind of relate it today and everything, but also try and show it real nice for you guys, I suppose. So, I don't know how that worked with OBS, trying to do all that stuff. So Bear kind of went back to the drawing board here and, he's going to be doing, like you said, kind of this sort of animatic. There it goes with, he's got different things on here. Pardon me. Got different things on here where showing different. I mean, finally found some color stuff as well, so that was pretty cool being able to show some color stuff. Everything was all black and white, and I was like, oh boy, I hope nobody's too ticked off about trying to do black and white and everything. But anyways, trying to put all this together in kind of a little neat little animatic sort of situation there. So get a little bit more into it and everything. But I tell you what, oh man, it took up Bear's entire week here to be able to do all that sort of stuff and everything. So, holy cow, it was a very full day today to be able to do the ending that we're going to be doing here very shortly here. But anyways, I don't know how we're going to do this. I don't know if we want to put this out like individually, or maybe break it up maybe into acts, maybe, because this one's about, 13 minutes long. So, you can do kind of individual ones and they'd be kind of, 10, 20 minutes, probably 20 minutes or so long. Or you can kind of bring them all together. So it'd maybe be like a 30, 40 minute video and then just kind of do those by act. Or maybe just kind of do the whole thing all at once. But, if it took Bear a week to do this, he's got 10 of them. So it'd be about 10 weeks, holy cow, of work. So, a little bit of time out of Bear's schedule here to be able to do all that stuff. So we're going to try and figure out how to kind of figure out how to do all that sort of stuff. But anyways, just kind of a quick heads up, quick preview of what we're going to be doing here. This is the one where we're talking about Heart Mountain, Japanese relocation center, the internment camp, if you will. So anyways, there we are, talking a little bit about that. There we are. But here, I'll zoom out here and show you guys. I mean, it's quite a bit here. There's a lot of different stuff that we go through here, and just try to make it kind of a little bit more chopped up. Not chopped up, I shouldn't say. A little bit more organized, and not a lot of the Bears coughing, sneezing, whatever it was. So make it a little bit more nice. So look forward to that. Maybe sometime here in the future. I don't know how long it will take, but I'll keep you guys updated on all that. But there's that. But let's see, where's OBS? Where is OBS at? It's got to be around here somewhere. Because we'll just go back to our final one here today. Volume 10. Let's see. Oh, and Bear's ignoring the chat here as well. Let's see. No to all of them. I don't know. I don't know what that was in reference to. Let's see. My duty as a grammar Policeman is now done. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, it's just getting started. Just getting started here. So, all right, very briefly, to just very briefly recap for everybody out there, talking about what was called the Japanese internment, trying to kind of relay that today to kind of what's going on with some of the stuff today. Kind of got jump-started a little bit with the Gina Carano situation. She made a comparison to the mid-20th century Central European superpower and some of the situations here today. And she was let go for that sort of comment. Actually, I think she just liked the comment. It was never even her comment. I think she just liked it or something like that, or wanted to share it. Either way, the only thing that Bear had against that was, the sort of Goodwin's Law. You don't want to, make the direct comparison on everything. So, hey, we've got our own issues here in our own country that we can kind of compare it to. So Bear kind of took that same sort of sentiment and used it with the Japanese internment. So we'd kind of written a screenplay a little while back talking about the Japanese internment and, the Japanese internment, and they had a segregated unit during World War II that fought some major battles over in Europe, over in France and everything. So let me see if I can bring that up. Oh, I don't want to get too far into it and everything, this stinking thing. But anyway, we had our good friend Billy Tucci we were talking about earlier. He had a book, kind of the same vein. He's talking about Sergeant Rock. So there he is, talking about the Lost Battalion. That was one of the battles that we talked about. But oh yeah, Sushi. Oh, I'm so sorry. Our main character, where is he? Where is our main character? There he is. Main character had a companion with him, a nice little dog that helped him out. They were searching through the forest there, trying to find mines and explosives from the Germans and everything. And yes, unfortunately, Sushi, he tried to bite the bullet, but the bullet bit him. So unfortunately, that's what happened. But yeah, major battle that happened. And unfortunately, Kenji loses his dog. Oops, what was that? Shadow. Oh, okay. Well, Mike, hold on now. Hang on now. We've got a, let me see if that's, the dog chase bear in this chapter. Let's see. Oh, okay. It's just a, okay. Bear just got an email from Mike. I tell you what, this is one of the, most valuable shows in Comicsgate. I'll tell you what, I'll show it to you real quick here. Let me see if I can do this. Click it. Oh, of course not. Of course, it's behind everything. Dang it, I'm building a story here and it's behind everything. Dang it. There we are. So, just got this in. I mean, literally, it just popped up talking about Shadow of the Conqueror. So there you go. You can set up, I believe he's talking about his mailing list and everything. But I tell you what, we sit here, we talk about upcoming comics and everything, and comics we're waiting on, and boom, there we are. I tell you what. So there we go. There we are. I'm not sure about this one. I'll have to kind of take a look and see what it's all about. But there we go. Breaking news. This is a live show. I mean, we're breaking all sorts of stuff. So where were we? We were talking about battles in France and everything. Sushi, listen to me. Kenji, poor Sushi. Kenji loses his dog and all of his friends and everything. Major battle here. Poor Sushi. I keep saying he should be our main character. Poor Kenji. He loses his friends, everybody that he knows pretty much, and his dog as well. So he's very, very down and everything about that. So he ended up getting transferred. Let me see if I can find it here. Getting transferred to a artillery battalion. So he ends up going from a engineering battalion over to a artillery battalion. Let me see. Gosh darn it. Where is it? There we are. Of course, it's blocked by everything. Why? There we are. Nope. One more. Where is it? So many. There we are. So he transfers over to a artillery battalion here, and ends up going into, let's see if I can find it here. There we are. Ends up going into Germany and fighting alongside, all the people that are trying to liberate Germany. Liberate Germany? I guess liberate Germany. Liberate Germany here. So they are fighting in Germany, going down, and this is kind of the last days of World War II and everything. So our story last time kind of picked up with basically, if you've ever seen the oh shoot, do I have the other one? Is that it? There we are. Cool. Finally, I've got it. All right. So if you've ever seen the movie, the miniseries is called The Band of Brothers. Oops, that's not it. Where is it? Come on here. Dang it. Here we are. If you've ever seen the movie, the miniseries Band of Brothers, towards the end they were going into a situation with the end of the war and everything, and of course they were liberating what were called work camps. You've probably heard of the term concentration camp. Well, they had those. They had one. It was called Dachau. It was just outside of Munich, which would have been, if you're looking at the map here, it would have been a little bit. I think it's 75 miles or so, probably to the north and east, just a little bit here. But we're talking about a town called Erlach in Germany, yes, indeed. And just outside of there was what were called work camps. So they had all these political prisoners and, of course, all sorts of other people there as well in a concentration camp. And they were, for one thing, marching them around. But another thing, they were trying to make them work on different things that the German war machine was trying to get finished before their society collapsed and everything. So, dang it, Mike, quit sending me emails. Yes, I got the first one. Okay. Oh, where was I? All right. So anyways, they had what was called the work camps that they were working at. Well, one of the things that we were trying to figure out was, okay, they were working, what were they working on? So if you kind of look a little bit off to the side here, off to the, well, you can't see can't see the mouse there, but onto the left lower corner there, you can kind of see some stuff where it was a whole lot of work was going on at these places. And they're trying to figure out, okay, what's going on with all that sort of stuff. Well, we come to find out it was a, let me see if I can find it here. It was an enormous, gigantic bunker that was built, I think 9 to 12 feet thick, full of concrete here. Actually, I had a better picture. Let me see where that was. 1 second here. Bear's got to try to figure all this stuff out. While he's trying to do a live show. Sing amongst yourselves. Talk about Oh Canada, maybe. Oh Canada. There we are. Okay, so I got to do this, and then click the thing, and it will do the thing, and hopefully the thing will work, because sometimes it doesn't work. Let's see. No, of course not. Dang you. All right, let me do that, and that. Okay, anyways, there we are. So it was kind of a sort of semi-underground bunker. They would go in and they would fill in with a whole bunch of gravel and stuff like that, and then make these gigantic concrete structures over the top, and then they would try and camouflage it with trees and all this other stuff as well. So it was a giant underground bunker. Well, what were they doing down there? What were they doing in these bunkers? Well, then let me go back. Let me try and do the thing with the thing. There we are. Okay. So the workers that we're talking about were building this gigantic bunker out in the middle of nowhere, and they were trying to get the, let's see if I can find it here. Oh boy. Okay. Well, anyways, that's the camp. I don't know if, well, we'll go ahead and show some of the camps. So if you see kind of the, well, you can't see my mouse. The one that's pointing here in the lower center here as well, that's the camp that we're talking about. It's called Kofferling. There was a number of work camps that they had there. So let me do the other one here as well. There we are. So you kind of have these structures here where they were being held. Let me move this over. There we are. So we had our group there of Japanese troops there that were in the what was called the 552nd. That was the artillery battalion that we saw, and they came across a a group of people. It was what were called the Watson's Wizards. If you've ever kind of seen some of the stuff where they were talking about the Men in Black. So that's kind of where it sort of came from. Not the aliens or anything like that. They were trying to look for airplanes or sort of equipment like that would be used in airplanes and stuff like that. So they were going around. So they had these teams that were going around Germany during the war and after the war, trying to pick up either equipment or personnel. We had a lot of personnel come from Germany, help out like a rocket program and NASA and all that sort of stuff. So that's what they were looking for. Was they were looking for a prisoner to find out where this gigantic bunker was. So we had two people we were calling. Where were they? Let me get rid of this. It was Barclay York. And let me pull it up. It would help if I actually had a screenplay. And let's see. It was Major Dice. That's right, Major Dice. Gosh, how could I forget? And he would be with the Americans, and Lieutenant York with the English. And they're trying to find this major complex, this major bunker here as well. So let's see, where we are. There we are. So they're trying to find this major bunker here that was under construction. And needed this Jewish prisoner to kind of show him where it was and try to help him out, try and find it and everything. So just look at this. This place is freaking huge. Look at there. Look at there. This place is gigantic place. So, anyways, they had that. Let's see, and they were just coming up to the bunker when we left off here. So let me go. There's the interior of it. So you see this train. Let me see if I can bring this a little bit bigger. So they're on this little train that was heading inside this gigantic bunker. This is probably just like a little fraction of what it looked like there, and what they were built. Oops, I better not show that. Because we've got to get to that point. All right. Breaking news. Arg. Nah. Cool. That was a range of emotions. Yes, it was. Here comes the man in the black. And they won't let you remember. Yeah. Well, it all kind of started with what was going on in Europe at the time. So this is kind of the sort of background a little bit with Major Dice and Lieutenant York, obviously coming from two different countries, but still allies as well, trying to basically, I guess, plunder all this German technology and German know-how. I mean, the Germans were pretty far advanced of where the United States was, other than just a couple kind of minor areas. But I mean, they were pretty far advanced. They had their jets, and all this other stuff. So that's kind of the genesis behind a lot of that stuff. It got, pardon me, it got kind of twisted and turned into kind of the aliens and stuff like that during the 50s and 60s. But back during the war, yeah, that was kind of the sorts of original Men in Black. There we go. Bear's throat. I tell you what, the pollen's finally getting done, but it still gets to him. Especially after he's been talking for 45 minutes. All right. All right, let me do the thing where I do the thing, and it hopefully works. Otherwise, I'm sitting here talking to myself, and it doesn't really work that well because, and of course, it does the thing. So let me do the thing for the other thing. In the meantime, you can just kind of talk amongst yourselves here and, do whatever you need to do to kind of get by in the way of life. That's right. Let's see. Let me get rid of that. Oh, I got so many open. All right, that. Oh, there we are. Can we see it? Oh, of course I made the giant construction thing so big. There we go. Ah, that kind of works. And that works. Yeah, that's not too bad. That kind of shows everything. All right, am I missing anything? Otherwise, I'm going to get started here. Because I've been talking about this thing for frickin' forever. All right. Anyways. Hi, Mark. How's it going? Good. How are you? Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, we just need to get more people in here, so Mark 04 Anthony has somebody to talk to while Bear's talking to himself here. All right. Interior, factory floor. Moments later, actually, hold on. Because I do have the thing. with the thing. I do. Where is it? Because I had it. Dang it. God darn it. 1 second, people. 1 second, because it's in here somewhere. It's in here somewhere. Let's see, was it 9? Yeah, there we are. There we are. That's actually a pretty cool picture right there to show. And of course, you can't see it. There it is. Pretty cool. That would be kind of the look from inside there. The look from inside. But actually, he's got another one. Bear's got another one here. There we go. But it's in a PDF, so I have to kind of like scroll down. Just 1 second. You know, it would be helpful if this was a kind of professional show. It would be helpful. There we are. Okay, let me get rid of the stuff here, and then we can kind of finally continue. Let's see, is that showing? That is showing. That's good. Okay, let's get rid of this. Well, I can just minimize it. There we are. And then that was kind of the cool other picture that he had there. That was pretty cool. All right, there we are. Okay, we'll finally get to this. And of course, he's going to move this over. Of course. There we are. See, this is the thing that Bear's going to try and fix, you know, when he does the actual thing and not try to do this live, where it might be a little bit easier. We'll see. We will see. All right. He shared it. Oh, thank you, Mark. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, Bear should probably make, you know, announcements and stuff like that, but he just kind of does it. Live. All right. Interior. Factory floor, moments later. There we are. Dang it all. I could make this smaller. There we are. So I can see the screenplay. So I can see it. There we are. I promise we'll get to this. All right. Interior factory floor, moments later. As Kenji and Lieutenant Scarface help the Jewish Mason off the train, Major Dice and Captain York head into the factory floor. And I've got to say, I don't have too many freaking pictures of this just because it's so rare. And so there's not going to be a whole lot of pictures. I didn't do any pictures of Major Dice or Captain York. I just didn't have the time. And some of the Jewish people, I didn't want to show that because of obvious reasons. So just kind of picture it in your mind. Let's see, Major Dice and Captain York head onto the factory floor. What they find is more valuable than gold. 2 exotic German aircraft in various stages of completion. Amazed, they attempt a quick walk-by of the inspection. The jet-powered ME-262 and a Donner 335, an inline twin-engine V12 monster, which I actually have pictures of. There we are. So that's what they both look like. So, well, one of them, the one up top, was the first jet fighter. You'll see there's a guy standing in front there, but I promise you, there's no propellers on there. It's a jet fighter, and the one below it, holy cow! You don't see how big it is, but it was, I think that was about 11 or 12 feet tall, not including the tail. I mean, this is a pretty big aircraft. I'll show you the V12 engines in there. They were pretty big, but that's some advanced German fighter planes that they were trying to build in here. All right. They hear music in the distance. The group heads further in, but several of the V12 engines that await installation block any clear view. And let me see if I can find that. There we are. So that's what it looks like. It's a freaking big freaking huge engine right there. All right. Yes, indeed. He's reading ahead. Thank you. All right. The group heads further in, but several of the V12 engines that await installation block any clear view. When they get closer to the source, a voice calls out. Voice, off screen. This way, gentlemen, over here. We are all friends, yes? Lieutenant Colonel Ernst von Seibel, 31, a 100% perfectionist, sits at a small table with his, I'm going to let you try this one, Anyways, portable record player. I'm not even going to try it. I did have to look that up, but man, oh man. Excuse me. Try to inhale. That's never good. Try to inhale. Let me try that again. Well, you should always inhale. It's just not water. Portable record player. Next to him is a staff squad leader, 34, a terrible menace who holds court over the floor with a STG-44 assault rifle. I do have a picture of that, but I'm not going to go with it right now. Let's see. Lieutenant Colonel von Seibel. I must ask your indulgence. This isn't the most pleasant of surroundings to greet you in. Major Dice has his men lower their weapons. Major Dice. Just what we're looking for. The Lieutenant Colonel. Yes, it is the acoustics in here. Under all this concrete. Lovely, isn't it? Into German. Do you know the composer? The the Jewish Mason. Mahler. The Jewish Mason cries with joy and softly dances to a tune he hasn't heard in ages. Too easy, I did it. You have to attempt pronouncing it. No, that's too... Well, all right. A Kofer gramophone magistrola. I can do the gramophone magistrola. I just don't know how to do the Kofer gramophone magistrola. Yes. I should have just put the picture in. All right. Mahler. The Jewish Mason cries with joy and softly dances to a tune he hasn't heard in ages. Captain York. I say, old boy, isn't Mahler banned? Lieutenant Colonel von Seibel. Ah, yes. Way too much music was banned. At that time, in my youth, I was in your country, Oxford. You and I may have crossed paths. Kenji and Lieutenant Scarface look at each other. The German's perfect English reminds them of Grrrrr. Marco for Anthony says Kofer. I don't know. The Lieutenant Colonel. As I returned back home to Hamburg, with all these records, you could say I was a little bit out of place. But there was a group of us, swing youths, yes? We quite enjoy your music. From Britain, America, your music was banned. But we enjoy it. Even the black music. Private Jefferson. Oh, which I've got a picture. 1 second. There we are, Private Jefferson. Because he's badass. There we go. He says, shove it up your ass. Both the Lieutenant Colonel and the squad sergeant laugh. Lieutenant Colonel. But a youth movement can't last. Destroyed from the inside, you may say. Shame to see so many friends rounded up, but this is such is life in our profession, yes? Whistle. Let me get rid of that, because I think I had a pretty cool interior picture. Nope, showed that. There we are. Oops. Oh, I did have that, didn't I? How about that? All right. Here we are. Because I just wanted to show the inside here real quick if it is in here. 1 second. 1 second. There we are. Just to show how it's gigantic. This thing is gigantic. Let's see, where was it? There we are. Okay. And I get a thumbs up from Marco for Anthony. Thank you. A whistle. The squad leader reaches behind and pulls a tea kettle off of a small gas burner. He pours the water into a tin French press, places the press on a tray with 2 cups, and hands it over to the Lieutenant Colonel. Lieutenant Colonel. Afternoon tea? Captain York checks his watch. Indeed, just in time. He takes the cup of tea. Honorable Captain Barclay York, with the SOE. Major Dice hands over his card to the Lieutenant Colonel. Captain York. Our 2 governments are searching for superior German technology. We have assurances from the highest levels to acquire certain aircraft without any of the usual moral considerations. Lieutenant Colonel, your allies from the East would also like our technology, if this knowledge were to get in their possession. Too many men have died on the Eastern Front. Gentlemen, I require certain conditions from your government. Major Dice, I'm listening. Lieutenant Colonel, the fall of the Third Reich opens up a whole new world. I wish to be on the winning side. If your government can guarantee the safe passage of my family, as well as those of my men, then you will get our blueprints, tooling equipment, and also the human capital to fly and maintain our wonder weapons. There we go. Major Dice. So where do you want to go? Lieutenant Colonel, someplace in your American West. I like the open air. Colorado, Wyoming, perhaps. Kenji gets visibly angry, but Lieutenant Scarface holds him back. The Lieutenant Colonel, meanwhile, has his eyes set on the Jewish Mason and the boots he wears. Lieutenant Colonel, there's one last request, gentlemen, an affront to my sensibilities. He points to the boots. These are made for humans, not animals. I wish to, one last time, to kill a Jew. Major Dice, I can, Lieutenant Scarface. Sir, perhaps, maybe we should see those plans first. Captain York. Agreed. I would like to view the tooling equipment as well. Lieutenant Colonel rises from his chair. He and the squad leader lead the group further into the giant bunker. Lieutenant Colonel. It's right this way. The plans are further inside. You would like this enormous structure, yes? A testament to German engineering. You can see. Kenji hangs back, out of earshot, and helps carry the Jewish Mason with Lieutenant Scarface. Kenji, what have you gotten us into? Lieutenant Scarface. The Major has tremendous amount of pride, as he should, and I don't know why I'm doing this in a southern accent, but I'm going to do it anyways. But you and I have seen this all before, and he's not going to push me around, so I ask you now, stick with me through this. I won't let anyone down, including myself. Kenji holds the Jewish Mason close. When no one else notices, he hands the Jewish Mason his K-bar knife. The Jewish Mason looks surprised. Kenji has him keep the knife out of sight as the Lieutenant Colonel leads the men down the factory floor. You gotta say otherwise people don't know you're taking a drink. Interior, tooling room later. The wheel on an airtight door spins, and with a whoosh, the door opens. Lieutenant Colonel von Seibel leads the group into the room. Inside are 5 technicians hard at work. I don't have any of that as a picture. I'm sorry. None of that would be as a picture. So, anyways, just imagine kind of a sealed room, I suppose, with an airlock. Oh, like maybe over in a certain province in China. Kind of like one of those. Kenji notices the conscripted local youth, not much older than 15. All are armed with semi-automatic Kurtz G43 rifles, which are kind of like our M1 rifles, or probably more like the carbine rifle. It was a little. It was based on their original rifle, but they turned it into a semi-automatic. What was that? The K98 or whatever. He and Lieutenant Scarface draw their own rifles. The Lieutenant Colonel seals the room with a whoosh. Lieutenant Colonel. Ladies and gentlemen, hold your fire. He points to a large green pipe across the room. These pipes, they have a deadly gas, Clock 2, that we use as a pesticide in our own local fields. enough gas in the basement below to wipe out this entire area. And I made a mistake on there. It wasn't actually Clark II. That was more of a military gas. They had them in grenades and stuff like that. They never ended up using it in the war. I think I was thinking of another one, but anyways, that was that. But same difference, bad stuff. Major Dice has Lieutenant Scarface and Kenji lower their weapons. Take it from there, Marco for Anthony. Those people, youth, lower their rifles as well. Lieutenant Colonel. Good, thank you. Yes, so may I introduce the Grrrrr 4. This is the last group of our experimental units testing our aircraft. And he calls the 5 techs over. Our plans and tools are one thing. What you really need are craftsmen who can put metal into motion. These young men represent the finest the Central European superpower has left. Our future are the only ones who can manufacture and repair these new machines. Priceless for anyone looking to rebuild our wonder weapons. Let me do that again. Priceless for anyone looking to rebuild our wonder weapons. So here's my final offer. Safe passage for myself, my family, and my men relocated in America. He says, inaccuracies. You monster. No, it's trying to come pretty close. They did find that Clark II in these bunkers, but it was... Again, it was used for. I'm not going there, but it was used for a different thing than what I'm trying to say here. But anyways, it is fiction. It is fiction. Captain York and Major Dice huddle together in the corner. They come to terms in quick order. Captain York, on the condition that you and your young men here help the Yanks reconstruct the same program over across the pond. Major Dice, plans on this bunker too. Might come in use someday. The Lieutenant Colonel turns to one of his techs and speaks to him in German. The ellipsis says it all. Okay, well, whatever. Let's see. Lieutenant Colonel. Boy, where would you like to live in America? The little youth spits on the floor. Tech 1. Never, not in a country filled with Jews, Japanese, and blacks. Slap. Lieutenant Colonel von Seibel. Shut your mouth, boy. To the squad leader. Zig the others out of here. And he speaks back in English. My techs, they will show you around. Yes, slap. Yeah, definitely. Major Dice. York. Take Jefferson with you. Captain York and Private Jefferson follow the squad leader and the other 4 techs back onto the factory floor. The airtight door seals behind them with a whoosh. Lieutenant Colonel. Good, gentlemen, very good. You'll find that even in these harsh conditions, our fine German engineering afforded a few months, squadrons of these advanced fighters would have filled the skies. Major Dice. You don't have those extra months, just right here and right now. Lieutenant Colonel. Yes, I do. Only one thing left to do. To tech number 1. Fetch me the rations. The young tech is ordered into his side room. He returns with a 25-pound sack of flour labeled Red Cross. Tech 1 rips open the sack. Lieutenant Colonel, don't listen to your newsreels. Your propaganda. See, those Germans people are not as horrible. We will provide a final home for your pet. The Jewish Mason scrambles into a gluttonous rage. He pushes aside Tech 1 and engorges himself on the flour. The white powder makes a mess in the formerly clean room. Lieutenant Colonel silently pulls out his Browning high-power pistol and chambers around. He turns around to take aim on the Jewish Mason, Blissfully unaware of what is pointing at his head, the Jewish Mason continues to eat. Lieutenant Scarface, wait! What? Why? Why must you kill this one? I seen what you did. We all have. Some things we can't unsee. But why this Jew? There's more. Back there at that camp, you failed to kill every last one of them. So what will you accomplish here? The lieutenant colonel spins back around. We had liaisons from the Empire. Yours are strong people, fearless and brave, seeking perfection in everything you do. I am a perfectionist also. As a man of science, I must remove nature's errors, the bad blood. Even if more remain, this Juden will do. Major Dice, I don't know if HQ will allow... Click. Kenji raises his M1 carbine. Kenji, hands up. Don't shoot. Don't effing shoot. Tech 1 raises his rifle on Kenji. Lieutenant Scarface joins his friend, raises his M1 at the tech. Major Dice protects his new asset and draws his Colt 45 on Kenji, so Kenji turns his rifle on Major Dice. Lieutenant Colonel. This is, how you say, German standoff? Yes? A gentleman, please. Surely there's some accommodation, a golden opportunity. We shouldn't throw away such a historic... Glop! The Jewish Mason stabs the Lieutenant Colonel in the neck. Lieutenant Colonel von Seibel stumbles and then falls to the floor. Beat. Beat just means pause. Kenji fires first. He strikes Major Dice twice in the chest. Lieutenant Scarface fires quickly after. Bullets strike Tech 1, but pass through the young man and hit the Clark II pipes. A green gas quickly hisses out. With his last breath, Tech 1 returns fire and hits Lieutenant Scarface. The two fall to the floor. Kenji grabs the Jewish Mason and flees the green gas that fills the room. Interior hallway, moments later. A handle spins and the door to the tooling room opens with a whoosh. Kenji and the Jewish Mason escape the green gas, and Kenji seals the airtight door behind. Whoosh. Suddenly, Lieutenant Scarface slams against the glass porthole. As the green gas fills the room, Lieutenant Scarface takes his last breath. Kenji has no time to say aloha. On the other end of the dark hallway is the factory floor. Kenji can hear Captain York as he yells in German. The squad leader yells back. After a moment, shots fired. Kenji hurriedly leads the Jewish Mason down the hallway. Captain York and Private Jefferson take refuge behind a row of sturdy crates, a barrage of automatic fire aimed at the two. He pushes the Jewish Mason against the wall and then tilts his head out. Further down the factory floor, the staff squad leader is giving orders to the remaining techs. Let's see. Can I... Sort of like that, I guess. Sort of like that. And let me do... Let's see, did I have another one? 1 second here. 1 second. It kind of looked like that. Anyways. Get down. Get down. There we go. All right. Just trying to change up the the look here. All right. An adolescent youth flanks Captain York's position. Kenji takes a breath and blasts him. The young man falls, but Kenji is compromised. The squad leader fires at the hallway entrance. His STG-44 turns concrete into dust and rocks. Kenji falls back, further into the dark hallway. The squad leader's STG-44 jams, so he sends Tech 3 ahead. Tech 3 reaches the hallway, peeks inside, and fires blindly. The young tech steps in. Kenji fires back. He hits the young man from his prone position on the floor. Kenji looks back to see if the Jewish Mason is okay, but spots something much worse. The sealed door to the tooling room was hit by a stray round. Green gas leaks from the glass porthole. Cracks further, and more gas leaks out. Kenji grabs the Jewish Mason and rushes to the end of the hallway. Interior, factory floor, continuous. The automatic fire is intense. Private Jefferson and Captain York are behind a quickly deteriorating wooden crate. Kenji fires on Tech 4, but just misses. Captain York, no, don't shoot these boys. Private Jefferson ignores Captain York's pleas and fires on Tech 4. He hits the young man, but not fatally. The squad leader fires back. He empties an entire clip. Tech 5, the last one, runs over to help his brother in arms as he writhes in agony. Squad leader reloads, so Kenji hustles across the factory floor with the Jewish Mason in tow. Private Jefferson provides the covering fire for them to reach Captain York's position. Captain York, did you hear me? They are too valuable to kill, have you not? Kenji, I don't effing care. We need another way out of here. Kenji points to the green gas that leaks out onto the factory floor. Captain York quickly understands their quandary and interrogates the Jewish Mason in German. Kenji helps Private Jefferson fire back at the squad leader. They both duck down to reload. In the back, a ventilation room. Captain York, in the back, a ventilation room. He says it provides fresh air to the bunker. Ought to be a relief valve for the gas. It doesn't take long for the group to figure out what to do. Private Jefferson and Kenji provide covering fire as Captain York and the Jewish Mason crawl to the rear. Let me see if I can find... It's not there. I know where it is. Let's see. Well, I'll just have to use that. Dang it. I'll just have to use that. Okay. And I'll just keep it on that. Although you can barely see it. Dang it. There we are. All right. Interior. Test stands. Continuous. The bunker narrows and funnels the group into a testing area. A large control panel connects to several aircraft engines that are mounted on the floor. On the first test stand is a Junkers Jumo 004 jet engine. That's not the one that you're looking at. Further back are the two DB603 V12 piston engines lined in a pusher-puller configuration across the floor. Oh man, we are getting some wind out there. Holy cow. We got a we got one of those major storm things coming through here. So, I hope I have enough power. Hope we have enough power and the cable stays on. All right. If bear cuts out, that's why. Dang storms. going out like a lion. All right. Let's see. Where was I? Captain York and the Jewish Mason crawl behind the control panel and take cover. Kenji and Private Jefferson cover them. Bang! Captain York is hit in the arm. Tech 5 has stealthily flanked the control panel. He takes aim. Smack! Kenji hits Tech 5 with the butt of his rifle. Groggy, Tech 5 reaches for his weapon. Kenji takes aim. Captain York. No! Kenji and Private Jefferson reluctantly drag Tech 5 behind the control panel. Kenji. Fine, you deal with him. We need to get the F out of here. Captain York. Just peachy. Thanks for asking. That was more of an Australian accent, I suppose, but whatever. Just peachy. Thanks for asking. Private Jefferson. Get this honky out of here. Go on. I'll hold the other off. I'll hold off the other one. Get this honky out of here. Go on. I'll hold the other one off. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Kenji. Got enough ammo? Kenji. Got enough ammo? Private Jefferson. Don't know, just following orders. Kenji and Private Jefferson provide covering fire as the group retreats behind the jet engine. Kenji. We'll cover you from here. Captain York. I only need the boy. Kenji takes off his belt, ties the tech's hands, and hands him off to Captain York. Kenji. My orders say differently. Get out of here. And shut off that... Grrrrr. The squad leader ducks behind the control panel and starts the Jumo jet engine. It spins up, but rattles from so many bullet strikes. Soon, a blue flame spits out on all sides. The group retreats to the piston engines, their last readout. Actually, I do have a picture of that. Hold on. Don't I? Yeah. There we go. So that's what the jet engine looks like. Yeah. I should have done that the whole time. Dang it, Barry, you big dummy. You big dummy. Oops, there we are. So let's do, okay, so that. There we are. Okay. I didn't want people to get confused. All right. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. Oh, okay, you can't see that. All right. The squad leader ducks behind the control panel and starts the Jumo jet engine. It spins up, but rattles from so many bullet strikes. Soon, a blue flame spits out on all sides. The group retreats to the piston engine, their last readout before the squad leader can fire on them. The Jumo jet engine rips itself apart. Everyone ducks and takes cover. Kenji, the Jewish Mason, and Private Jefferson hide behind the forward pusher engine. Captain York and Tech 5 behind the rear puller engine. And that's because it looks like, let me get it up here. So that's what the airplane looks like. So they've got a front engine on the front there that you see, and if you look towards the back, there's the rear propeller. So they just have this set up on a test stand right now, but it has, you know, these giant freaking engines in there. So they're hiding behind the engines is what they're doing. All right. Let's see. Kenji, the Jewish Mason, and Private Jefferson hide behind the forward pusher engine. Captain York and Tech 5 behind the rear puller engine. The Jewish Mason doubles over in agony. Kenji searches him for a bullet or shrapnel. Instead, the Jewish Mason has eaten too much flour. His intestines have burst. The mighty DB603 V12 piston engines rumble to life. Propellers on each engine spin up. The forward propeller pushes air towards the rear. The rear propeller then pulls this air even faster. The group is caught in the middle, blown backwards by the intense wind. Kenji holds on and braces the Jewish Mason. Captain York, mate, I can't. Captain York's injured arm isn't quick enough. He falls down and is sucked into the rear propeller. His bloody remains splatter against the wall. Kenji hands off the Jewish Mason to Private Jefferson. Kenji, hold on! Kenji reaches for his carbine, but it flies out of his hand into the rear propeller. The squad leader fires back. Kenji slips and slides towards the rear engine. He reaches out for dear life. Tech 5 grabs Kenji before he's pulled into the rear propeller. Kenji returns the favor and unties the young man's hands. Kenji readies a grenade, the only weapon he has left. He gives it a kiss and tosses the grenade over the engine. Boom! The control panel is fried and the engines come to a halt. This gives Tech 5 just enough time to reach the alcove, followed by Private Jefferson and the Jewish Mason. The squad leader fires and hits Private Jefferson, but the gun jams. Kenji rushes his position and knocks the STG-44 out of the squad leader's hands. They fight while Private Jefferson slowly drags himself and the Jewish Mason towards the alcove. Kenji jams his finger into the squad leader's eye, but is knocked back. The squad leader tackles Kenji and lords over him. Kenji sees even a bigger problem than the SS squad leader: the green gas that flows into the test area. Kenji immediately holds his breath. As the green gas envelops the area, the squad leader chokes on his own poisonous gas. He falls on top of Kenji. Kenji pushes him aside and continues to hold his breath. Slowly, he makes his way to the alcove, but the door to the ventilation room is sealed shut. Kenji bangs on the outside and looks through the porthole. Inside, Tech 5 stands over both Private Jefferson and the Jewish Mason with a knife. Ready to decide everyone's fate. Kenji bangs on the door again, running out of breath. Bangs! Bangs! Exterior, punch bowl, day. Boom! Smoke. The dark grainy particulate fills the void, floating up, down, and all around. Kenji, in a voiceover. People may use the term hero, but that is not me. I'm not a hero. I don't even know if I'm a good person. Let me try that again. People may use the term hero, but that's not me. I'm not a hero. I don't even know if I'm a good person. The smoke dissipates, and a sunny cemetery comes into view. Plot after plot of dead soldiers. Kenji continues. The honor of hero goes to those who gave their lives. In war, we are asked to do terrible, terrible things, much of it unforgivable. A TV crew films the important ceremony. The reporter gives live coverage to her cameraman. They stand a distance from the stage, which is set across from the burial grounds. And it has a super. August 21st, 1984, at 5:45 p.m. Kenji, an elderly man now, speaks from the podium. The rapt audience is filled with dignitaries and VIPs. Kenji. So those of us that remain are fortunate enough to be given a second chance, to try something new, to make a wrong a right again. On this date, the 25th anniversary of our state's founding, we come together to look at the past and honor the true heroes who came before us. Men who came together to serve their nation. From the sweltering heat of boot camp, some of the older vets seated behind the podium grumble. Kenji. Yes, I hear you. Mississippi, such a nice place. From boot camp on to Sicily, to Monte Cassino, France, bloody, bloody France, and on to... Kenji stops to compose himself. He looks out into the audience. 3 old friends, Private Jefferson, the Jewish Mason, and Tech 5 nod in respect. Many of whom remain behind, standing eternal watch over some long-forgotten battlefield. On the tops of hills, or deep in some trench, we come to honor those true heroes, not just gathering here today in remembrance, but by living as free people. Living without the specter of war, without the suspicious eyes of bigotry, living together, out of many people, one nation. While we look and learn from the past, we must also look to the future, to understand that hatred, which has touched my family, can never be To understand that hatred, which has touched my family, can never be returned. As we like to say, oh Lord, as we like to say, a correction. Ho opopono. Oh boy. As we like to say, ho opopono. Or correction in Hawaiian. Seated behind Kenji are his family, mother and sister, who nod their heads in agreement. Kenji. We should listen to the wisdom of the Buddha and find a middle path. The path that is neither bigotry or vengeance. The path of peace and love. And through love, you'll truly be free. And he collects his notes. Mahalo. God bless Hawaii and the United States of America. Thank you. Thank you all. Kenji forces a smile, waves to the crowd, and walks back to his seat on the stage. A master of ceremony comes to the podium. The MC. Thank you, Judge Yoshito. Such kind words from you. Once again, Supreme Court Justice Kenji Yoshito. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a hand. And up next, we have our featured speaker. Kenji passes by an impeccably dressed Staff Sergeant Roy on his way. He sits down next to him. Ah, come on, tell me I have a picture of Sergeant Roy. Please, please, please. Somewhere here. Somewhere. So, yeah, there he is. Oh, gosh darn it. There we are. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Good way to end this out. All right. Kenji passes by an impeccably dressed Staff Sergeant Roy on his way out. He sits down next to him. Staff Sergeant Roy offers Kenji a cigarette, but Kenji refuses, and instead holds hands with his wife, Justine. The two hold hands and look out over the Sea of Grays. Now, hopefully, if you've been with us from the very beginning, this is what it's all about here, okay? And it says, Super. The 100th Battalion, 442nd Regimental Combat Team was awarded 86 Division Commendations, 36 Army Commendations, 7 Presidential Unit Citations, and 5 of those were in the Brières campaign. We had talked about that. Super. 18,143 individual decorations. And that includes 9,486 Purple Hearts, 5,210 Bronze Star medals, and 38 of those had oak leaf clusters, 588 Silver Stars, and 12 of those oak leaf clusters, 52 Distinguished Service Crosses, and this one's important, 24 Medals of Honor. The 100th, 442nd is the most decorated unit in the whole history of the U.S. Army. And with that, fade out. That's it, people. That is it. That is 100 and... how many pages? 111 pages of screenplay from Bear. Ah, yes. So there we are. I hope everybody enjoyed that. I hope you guys maybe learned a couple things. I hope you guys were entertained. Gosh, I hope this is entertaining, even if it was just Bear stumbles and falls and screw ups and all this other stuff. But anyways, I do hope you guys enjoyed what was just kind of going to be the first act. We were just going to talk about basically the kind of removal of Kenji and his family from Hawaii and then put into the internment camps and all that sort of stuff. When Bear was writing this, the internment camps could have been an entire TV series. I don't want to give anybody ideas. That's a $1 million idea. Don't take it from Bear. Don't take it from Bear. But that could be a TV series just in and of itself. Just talking about and Kenji, when we were talking about some of the stuff, was resistant to go into the U.S. Army. He was with the he was with the rioters in that point. Although that part was fiction, there was never any real riots like what we were talking about in the screenplay here. But yeah, so he had his freedom taken away from him, and then then we kind of continued along. So we were talking about the 144 Everybody loves sushi and everything. So. But yeah, that was that, and then basically it kind of came back around. Bear was a little, he's a little bit, critical, I suppose, of Gina Carano being a little bit too Goodwin's Law on it. But hey, anyways, we talked about that. So wow, yes, wow, I've learned a bit following through this. Oh, sure, no problem. Hold on, I just need to step out, do a thing for a government office. About totally, yeah. Well, actually, one of the stories that we were going to do today was talking about the vaccine passports. Just whole lot of how long have I been on? An hour and a half. Holy cow! So that was going to be one of the news stories there, and talking a little bit about that and how you don't want to have the government mark you on certain things there and what that might entail, but too late, trademarked. Oh, darn it. All right, well, anyways, but yeah, some of the stuff from Heart Mountain, just going through some of the photographs that I was doing for the second part here, the video that was shown earlier. I mean, some of that stuff, the Wild West setting and everything. So a lot of this stuff, I mean, setting in Hawaii, setting in the Wild West setting in, your typical sort of World War II France sort of thing. And then we're kind of ending up here. So Marco for Anthony says, thank you. Thank you so much for looking the other way. Yes, indeed. Well, you gotta write beer. Gotta write beer in somehow there. Needs his royalties and salmon. There we are. All right. Well, we'll hold for any questions if anybody has any questions here. I don't know how many people. All I've seen is Marco for Anthony here, but anybody else is out there, thank you for listening along. If anybody has any questions, we'll hold for just a second because Bear's gonna take a drink here. Holy cow! Holy cow! Down two bottles here. Yes, indeed. All right. But anyways, that was kind of the screenplay that Bear wrote. I don't know. I hope that went over kind of somewhat well for everybody and everything. I don't know how many more of these we'll do or anything like that. Maybe with popular demand or something like that, we'll figure it out. But anyways, we'll go back to the normal sort of live stream, talking all sorts of Comicsgate stuff, talking sort of pop culture, I suppose, even kind of pop current events, I suppose, if we kind of want to go with some of that stuff. Just kind of some of the goofy stuff more than anything else. Unspeakable things will happen in at least one Bear in the Hollywood version. Bear was going. One of the cool things, Bear was going through all these archives, trying to find a lot of the pictures and everything, and one of them was the it was, I think it was Wyoming or Montana or one of those archives and stuff like that, and all the dead bears that they had, hanging, up on a wall somewhere, as their carpet or something like that. So maybe that could be like an Easter egg or something like that. So sushi in memoriam. Yes, indeed. Well, you can kind of figure that you're doing pretty well when you're writing something when one of your characters has an impact like that. So that's pretty cool. Like you said, maybe should have made Sushi the main character and Kenji a side character. Something like that. All right. Well, I don't know if they're going to be doing a Drawn in Courts tonight. It's getting to that time, so I think we'll go ahead and wrap it up here. There's no more questions and everything. We just want to send a thank you to everybody. Hey, if you're watching this after the fact and have any questions or anything like that, you can just drop that down in the what am I trying to say? Not the description, but in the comments section there, and do that. And hey, maybe give Bear a shout out or something like that if you enjoyed some of this stuff. This just started out kind of as a kind of talking about current events and sort of situations and the Gina Carano situation. There was a whole thing this weekend with I don't know, some senator or former senator calling her out and everything. I wanted to do something a little bit about that and everything, but oh gosh, all the stuff kind of came in. I tell you what. Let's see. Kenji's good too. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's kind of one of the things, like the Sergeant Scarface and the Sergeant Staff Sergeant Roy. That a lot of those sort of things where you have kind of the two characters kind of butting heads. That's a little bit more kind of memorable. Kenji, I think he's a memorable character, but he kind of hangs out maybe. He gets overshadowed sometimes. That's kind of one of the things that Bear was kind of trying to do is flesh out Kenji just a little bit, but I don't know. I hope it works. Let's see. Comments section. That's right. Send Bear your comments. Yes, indeed. Does Bear even YouTube? Yes, of course I do. I'm doing it right now. What are you talking about? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on in this chat here. In any case. Hey, we appreciate all the people that came out, left comments, suggestions. We're gonna kind of maybe get back to some of the more traditional stuff that we do. Hopefully we'll get some more books in. I mean, that was kind of the theme early on today, talking about all the books coming in and everything. So hopefully we'll be able to do that. But hey, if you kind of enjoy some of this stuff, we'll try and figure out maybe Bear kind of got some different stuff here. So if you enjoy some of this stuff, hey, we'll try something out maybe in the future sometime. And no one will ever know, no one will must know. Ah, yes, indeed. Well, I tell you what, I hope that, even if it's not very many viewers, I mean, look, we were almost started the thing, and we had the thing for Mitch, and Bear's doing the thing, and Mike sends a update and everything. So, we might not be the most viewed, but we are ahead of the curve here at this channel. I tell you what, whenever we do a live show, usually it ends up in the news later on, and we're kind of ahead of the curve. Ahead of the curve. That's what we do here. It's not about the most viewers, it's about the quality of the viewer. That's right. All right. So, well, once again, hey, thank you everybody that's been out there. It's been through all 10 of these. I really appreciate some of you guys hanging in there and leaving the comments, and even given, you're not supposed to poke the bear, but he kind of appreciates that sometimes. A little bit of gentle ribbing is all. A little bit of gentle ribbing. All right. Well, once again, got to say thank you everybody out there. I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you enjoyed the series, and we'll like you said, try and do kind of a more condensed version coming up. A lot of the ums and the ers and Bears drinking and all this other stuff. Not alcohol, just water. We'll cut all that stuff out, so be a little bit more compact. So, all right. Well, thank you everybody. I hope to see you guys. Maybe hopefully Saturday we're gonna do another show. We're gonna try and do this kind of as a Wednesday and Saturday deal. Obviously, didn't want to do this sort of topic on Saturday the last time with Passover, but we'll be doing this probably Wednesdays and Saturdays. So we will see you hopefully next time. But until then, Bear's going to head back into the woods. So once again, until next time, where's my mouse? There it is. Grrrrr. Grr. No, grr. End. There we are.